All right, looks like we're live. Hey guys, this just kind of up live stream. I thought while I was killing some time here in the hotel, I figured build a couple of kits here. Build some Scaletrains Kit Classics cars. So we've already built this Missouri Pacific kit already. This is the one I did the review on. So I figured today we'll just build this Burlington Northern one right here. Kind of have us some fun here. So why don't we just go ahead and get started right here. I'll test this guy out. Oh, hey, Walter Hope Valley, welcome. Hey, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, we're going to be building this Scaletrains Kit Classics caboose here. So why don't we just go ahead and get started right here. In fact, I'm just going to get all the necessary pieces out here. So here, a little baggie out that contains the window glazing. There's the cupola right there. And we got our trucks. Oh, jeez. Now, which one I'm done? There's the trucks. Sorry about that, Butterfingers. And there's the couplers with the screws and everything, and the little detail pieces. So that's all good. Oh, and I almost forgot. Frame for the caboose, too. So I think what we're going to do. Oh, hey, Lee, welcome. Walter, this is a HO scale. So these are pretty simple kits. Scaletrains really does a nice job with these. I really like them. These now right here, these are your weights. Now you use both of these are stacked on top of each other, and it gives some really good tracking on them. And they just you see these little nubs sticking up right here. You basically just line the holes up, and then you stick your screws in there. So I think while we're at it, why don't we just go ahead and screw them guys into place here. That's right, Walter. This is American scale. Um, this isn't the I guess the 00 scale is what you guys would normally use in the UK. So that's fine, Lee. Don't worry about it. That's cool. Appreciate you stopping in anyway. So yeah. Anyway, what I was saying is this is a little different. The 00 scale is just a little bit smaller than talking about. Sorry, let me restart over. HO is just a little bit smaller than 00 scale, but they use the same tracks. So that's kind of one of the good things, but between the two scales. So dump these guys out right here. Come on. There we go. Okay, something just went flying out through there. But anyway, okay. So I don't know if you can see this or not. These little screws will be for your coupler pockets right here. They'll have a little inset right there. So that screw there, and try to find the right one. Okay, right here. So I'm going to kind of group these screws up together here where I can. So, okay, these two screws right here is for your couplers. And then I believe these screws here will be for the weights. So I'm pretty sure that's what those are. I don't think these here would be for the. Yeah, those aren't for the weights here. So it'd be these two screws right here for the weights. And then your washers are also for the weights as well. These little silver washers right here. So, but yeah, that's mainly the main difference between HO and double O scale. Just HO's a little smaller, a little more proportion to 1/87 scale. So, and my fumbly fingers can't pick up the washers. So, you know what? Let's just, I will get this. So I figured since I was off today, I would just go ahead and build this kit. And if we have time, we might build the boxcar kit. Well, I've got a couple of boxcars that are also Scaletrains Kit Classics cars, so we might build those guys too, if we have time. The bad part is these washers here, they're hard to get a hold of. So I'm going to do something that's kind of dangerous right here. So, okay, there we go. So, okay. So now I want to get my screwdrivers out. I did kind of invest in some screwdrivers. Just bought a little cheap pair of screwdrivers at Walmart. These right here, they're about $5 a set at Walmart. So just nice, cheap little set screwdrivers. And they come with a magnet too, so you can magnetize them, which is always really, really nice. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and magnetize this. Right there's the magnet. And you basically just drag your screwdriver across there like so. And your screwdriver should be magnetized. Now, just like that. Now we'll just, let me aim that down just a little bit where you guys can kind of see that a little better. Right here. I may try to set my camera where it'll zoom in just a little bit better. Let's try this here. So let's see what that does. So yeah. Okay, so there we go. Now you guys can probably see that a little bit better. So you can see I got the little washers kind of put in right here, and my camera will stop fuzzing out right there. You know what? Let me. So you can see the washer there and the washer there. Basically, just line the screw up like that. Trying to move those washers around too badly. So, and I don't know if you're hearing the noise in the background. I got a train movie in there right now. Whoopsies. Oh, hey, Anthony Dodge, welcome. Yeah, still hanging out here in Sioux City, Iowa. I think from the sounds of it now, I may be going on long haul trips now since they did away with the yard van. But we'll see how things goes right there. So now the bad part is these screw holes are not threaded. So so what I'm going to have to do is probably turn this over on its side. And then carefully, because what you don't want to do, you don't want to, you want to put enough pressure on there where you're biting into the screw. Because you don't want to round that head off, because if you do that, then you're in trouble. So, and I just lost the other washer. I was careful. That's okay. And if you have to, just kind of back it out, back it back in, back it out, back it back in. It's kind of a tedious thing, but sure everything's looking good there. Yeah, welcome, Anthony. Like I said, hopefully everything goes good, and we'll kind of get things straightened out. Hopefully everything's good on your end too, Anthony. That Flying Scotsman you got's pretty impressive there. So that was a fun engine to watch around on your stream last weekend. So. Is that thing even turning? All right, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and put that other screw on there where this weight's not moving around. And so I don't mess around and lose this other washer. So let's see. Got to make sure I get the right screws in place. So there's that. And by the way, if you hear a bunch of noise in the background, I got a video going. I think I said that already, but sometimes I get sidetracked and forget I mentioned things. Oh, good to hear, Anthony. And I hope everybody in the chat's doing well as well. So really appreciate everybody stopping by. I know it's kind of a pop-up stream, but I figured while I had time and didn't have nothing, I figured we could just pop on and chat and hang out and try to build this kit here. So look here, because I've got another screwdriver right here. Yeah, I've got a little one right here. Sometimes I like to use these little flat screwdrivers if I can to do this kind of stuff. Well, that's the bigger one. What was I thinking? Okay, so check everything, make sure everything's not loose. And one there is still a little bit on the loose side, so I think that's probably going to be pretty good right there. Yep, that washer's still moving around right there. Oh, hey, Dwight Curley, welcome. Yeah, like I said, we're just kind of hanging out, building a little kit or two. Maybe build this other caboose, which is what we're doing first, because the other two kits are pretty easy to build. They're pretty straightforward. So I figured we get the hard one out of the way first. So I think what I'm going to do now, I would put these guys on first. Let's see. Well, we'll worry about that later. So, okay, right now we'll go ahead and put the trucks on. I think we'll put the trucks on now. Now, the Missouri Pacific car, I found out I'm probably going to have to drill these holes out just a little bit. And oh my goodness, that is a lot bigger hole than I thought that was going to make. Okay, well, let's see what we got here. I'm going to go ahead and drill these out. So I'm gonna kind of, you know what? I'm gonna get a napkin because I don't want to mess this table up here. I'm gonna get something to kind of catch the debris here. Yeah, I'm building the BN caboose, Dwight. I figure we go ahead and get this bad boy put together where I can kind of get it out of my hair. And I didn't have really anything to do today. I'm off today. I hit my max hours the other day, so I figure why not? We got time. We'll just go ahead and uh, sit. Go ahead and build this kit here. So, and from the sounds of things, I may be starting to do long hauls up here now. Running from Council Bluffs, Iowa to here, and uh, then there's another town, Minnesota. I may be doing a trip on. So um, we'll find all that out later. So um, I hope I didn't just drill that out too much, but we're gonna find out here because these screws are just a little bit. I'm pretty sure because the gondolas Scaletrains made, I think I had to use a 72 drill bit to drill those out as well. Well, daggone, why aren't you wanting to work here? So let me get my little screwdriver out. Is that okay? That's not even the right screw. Okay, those I had these group slide the couplers on there like so. Make sure these go down good. Yeah, that's cool though, Dwight, that you got a new switcher. But yeah, that sales text will get you sometimes. Show you guys some of the stuff too I picked up on the at the club display before I left to come up here because I did get a couple really cool pieces. So I'll show you guys those here in a little bit. So I gotta make sure this is okay. So make sure this goes on right. Okay, gonna equipment. Well, stuck to my fingers. Okay, so we'll just slide that guy on there like so. And a really neat trick here, I'll show you right quick, is because these couplers have no trip pin, it's kind of easy to get them upside down. So what I do is orient them where if they'll hook to a car that has them installed already and they hook together, that's basically the way you know how they go. So basically, take this coupler, flip it upside down, because when you flip the car back over, it'll be right. So, um, we'll put our coupler pocket in there, and these little nubs here on the coupler pocket, these will go or face towards the truck, so it'll go basically like that. So make sure that spring is seated into that spring so it can center. Okay. Got our screw put in there. And we'll come on, get in there straight. Sometimes it's nice to have a little flat screwdriver because they can get a little better bite in the slots there. Actually, that's pretty tight. Make sure that coupler centers, and it does. I'll probably just leave the operator couplers in this card. So, let's see. Walter Hope saying hi to Anthony. By the way, Walter, I think you're a new guy in this chat, aren't you? So I haven't seen you before. So stream's over. I will try to go back and pull the replay up and make you a moderator, or as Anthony likes to call it, a knight of the round boy table. So yeah, we'll do that here. So make sure that's right. Okay, flip that over. Oh, I need my other spring. There it is, way off over here. Oopsies. I don't mean for my arms to be in the way, but so let's see. And that trick I showed you with the couplers, I have installed these things upside down before. The fact they do have a trip, they do like a trip pin is. Oh, you know what? We got a train coming outside my window here. So maybe I can get the. Maybe I can get this thing installed right quick before. So we'll install this guy out here. That's still just a little bit loose. Yeah, now we're talking. All right, so that's installed right there. So now for the fun part. So what I'm going to have to do is I need my little screwdriver for this. That's unfortunate. The pack of screwdrivers I got was not small enough. However, I got this guy right here, which will fit the bill. So you know what? I'm going to do something here. Got a magnet right here. Let's magnetize that bad boy. So now that should. Okay. So what I'm going to do, since I drilled this hole out right here on this end right here, on that caboose, you know what? Let me turn the light on where you guys can see that a little better. There we go. That's a whole lot better. So since I drilled this hole out a little bit, hopefully that's going to make this go a little bit better. And so much for that. So apparently, I did do the right thing by buying a drill. So let's see what we got here. So I'm gonna, and this is an 072 drill. I don't know how deep I need to go with this. I'm going to say about that deep right there. And then we'll drill this other guy out, this other hole right there. I had a KD set. The drill bit I'm using is actually a Walters. But I had a KD set and I couldn't find it before I left. I know technically where it's at. It's in with another Scaletrains Kit Classics car, a gondola car. But I've got it put up, and I was calling on such short notice that I didn't have time to grab it. So, but fortunately, there's a hobby shop about 6 miles down the road from the hotel where I'm staying at. That does nicely here. So, okay. So now we got these holes drilled out. Hey, Peyton Rail fan, welcome. So yeah, appreciate everybody stopping by. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out, building kits, kind of doing a little hangout stream, kind of pass the time. Oh wow, that thing really went flying. Okay, so, and the only reason why I put this napkin here is basically just to kind of keep debris and stuff from getting all over the table since I am in a hotel room. I do try to keep things as neat as humanly possible. So what I'm going to do, make sure that fits. So I've got a tap somewhere. I think it's in here in this caboose. Yep, there it is. Okay. So we will we'll go ahead and slide this guy out here. That's one thing too I like about the Scaletrains Kit Classics caboose. When you build the kit, you have a place to store your car in when it's done. So that's one of the things I really like about the packaging Scaletrains did on these. There's my and plus you get a little holder to hold your tap in and everything, your little tools should you need them. So there's a little 072 tap right there. And by the way, to drill out a 072 hole, I'll show you right here. So you will need according to the drill guide that the hobby shop had, this is what you'll need. It'll be a number 52 bit to drill out your 072 holes. So I think these are drilled out enough now. Let's go ahead and kind of drill this guy out just a little bit more. Just kind of make sure everything's good. But I think that's probably pretty good the way it is. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so now we'll take off our drill bit here and we will add the tap. If I can ever get it lined up just right. Here, come on, I know. All right, we'll just cheat the system here. Try and kind of see what I'm doing. There we go. Just like that. Oh, hey, JD, welcome. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out and doing a little kit building stream here. So we're building this Scaletrains Kit Classics caboose. We already did the Missouri Pacific one that I reviewed. So there's basically what it's going to look like when it's done, aside from the paint scheme, of course. But yeah, pretty nice little kits there. I like them. So we're just going to drill and tap out these holes here. We've drilled them out, so now we're going to run the tap through there. We're going to bag up. Boy, I love these drill and tap sets. These are the cat act now. I don't know what I would have ever done without these things. So there's that. We got the holes cut out for that one. Now we're ready to go down this side here, cut the threads for this guy. And this should, by rights, this should, come on. Okay, so the thread should be cleaned out. We should be good there. So we should, I stress should, be able to screw the trucks on without any issues. So we shall see. So we're going to take the trucks out, which is odd because with the scale, whoops, I got my hands in the way. But which is odd because with the Scaletrains Kit Classics box cars, and we'll put two of them together too. I have a couple of them here that I can put together. You didn't have to drill the screws out on them, or the drill the screws out, drill the holes out on them for the screws to mount. They very much just screwed right in. So it's kind of unusual. Scaletrains, both with their gondolas and now this caboose, you have to do that. But you know, I guess it's a small price to pay. Kind of forces you to do a little bit of modeling a little bit, which is never a bad thing. So we'll put our trucks on like so. And like I said, for those just joining, if you're hearing a bunch of noise in the background video in, so hopefully these will just screw right down on there like so. Probably need a smaller screwdriver yet. These guys here, sorry, I'm just kind of having to look and see, make sure I'm getting these put in right here. And these guys here may not, fit just perfect on there, but I think for what they are, I think they'll do all right. They're pretty heavy once the weights and everything's installed on them, so I'm not going to get just real tough on the screws here. So, yeah, I'd say it looks pretty good. think we'll call that good. We'll put the other screw on here, like so. Somebody out there thinks they got a fast ride. I would count. Honest, if there's one criticism, I think I would probably give these kits on. It would be the screws that holds the trucks on. If it was me, I would probably use a different screw than what these are. So I'm not really a huge fan of the screws they use on these things, but it is what it is. I kind of wish they would go back to the screws they used on their box cars. Those were a lot better. I felt a lot better grade screws and just a lot better screws in general. But so, of course, everybody's saying hi to each other. So, all right. So right there, that should be the bottom of this guy installed. So now I think we can start working on the body of this guy. So we'll go ahead and start with this part right here. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and kind of let's see, how do I want to do this? Do I want to install the windows first or do the body first or do the details first? I think I'll do the windows first. I think that'd be easier. So right here is where your glazing for your windows are going to be. Basically, you have to use canopy glue and glue them into place. That is not a problem. And you shouldn't really need just a whole lot of canopy glue anyway. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and change DVDs right quick. On here. All right. Swapped out DVDs here. So now we will get back to building this guy here. So I'll show you what we got. So these are going to be our little window glazings right here. So these pieces right here, it's got the little splits in them. That's going to be for the cupola right here. So this part right here. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to lay this off to the side for now because we want to work on these guys. Oh, I think we got a train coming. I don't know if it's outside or it's here. Well, I thought we did. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to look, make sure we got a train coming. Yep, we got one coming. So we may actually do a little live rail fanning here outside the window. It may be a minute before they get here. They don't run too quick here, so. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and do the thing here with the, so I'm basically just going to take my little applicator right there, and then we're just going to paint the area where the window glazing goes in right in here. And you don't really need just a whole lot of, just a whole lot of glue here. You need probably just enough to, okay, that's probably about all the glue you're going to need right there. We will just, and if you get it a little crooked, that's not a big deal either. So, um, just as long as it kind of looks okay when you look at it from the rear there. And this stuff will dry clear, so it's not a big deal either if you get a little bit on the glazing. So, we'll do that. We'll do that side right there, just like we did on that side. Paint that. Paint that area. Then we'll grab this other little clear piece and stick him on there just like so. Like I said, you don't have to get just real straight in there. Um, just as long as it looks good from the outside. Because see, when you look at it like that, you're never really going to know if it's crooked or not. So that's kind of a nice way of dealing with things. You can kind of cheat the system that way a little bit. So okay, so now we're going to want to do the side windows right here. So we got these. I'm going to get clay. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. Oh, appreciate it, Lee. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out building kits and stuff. So we're going to start building or gluing the side windows into place here. So I guess before we do that, we need to break this piece right here in two, or we'll have two long pieces again. So try and fold that the other way where they'll. There we go. All right, so there's that. Okay. we will we'll go ahead and click these in here. Your little applicator tool. Like I said, in most cases, less is more. So, yeah. So, okay, a little more glue right there. It's always nice to have a good little applicator tool here to do stuff with. Okay, so now we got all that done. We should be able to kind of press this in where that side will glue down. And my hands are again in the way. Oh, okay, cool, Lee. All right, thanks for stopping by. So, okay, we're got that side done. So now I'm going to paint the other side with glue. So, okay, need a little more glue there. Kind of go down the other side here. And we should okay. That should be enough for that. So we'll go ahead and stick those guys on there like so. Like I said, you don't need a whole lot of glue to hold these in place. They pretty well hold on their own. So, okay. I think with that, we can call that done right there on that side. So, yeah, I like that. So I think now we can start adding the details to the body. Okay, we got our little end pieces right here. There's your chimney. Um, got all that good stuff. I think what I'll do, I think I'm gonna go ahead and add the chimney now. Uh, I think what I want to do, if I can do this, is set that guy in there right there. There should have been just enough glue to hold that guy in place right there. So we got the chimney in there, right there. You just got to make sure them little holes are lined up for the little tie downs on the chimney. So yeah, that should look pretty good right there. So, all right. And then these little end pieces right here, the little yellow pieces. Oh shoot, I just stuck a bunch of glue right there on that one. Well, that's not a problem because Scaletrains gives us a bunch of extras. So we will. Okay, so on the body of these caboose, you got two little sets of holes right here. So you got a set of holes here, here, and then you got two more sets right here, right above them. So the top set of holes are for these guys. So, and I will try and stick one of them in there if I can. I probably can't do this where you can see it too good, but we'll give it the old college try here. So just press fit that in there like so. And then there's a hole right there on top that's got to go in. Just like that. You just, whoopsies. Well, that wasn't good. So, okay, that's in there. And then this top part. So hopefully, okay, so we'll put the other piece in there like so. I don't have all the tools and stuff probably to work with, but as they say, sometimes you just got to work with what you got. So make sure everything's lined up with the holes right here. And, well, that one went in pretty easy. Okay, apparently, are these all the same or are they different? Okay, apparently that is not the right part or something. Okay, so let's try this one. Because I think it gives you a set of 8, so I think probably where you can put like a different set in there should you choose to do so. Hey, Kyle Stevens, welcome. By the way, Kyle, I think I told you this already, but I did sit down and finally watch that part of that Demon Slayer Mugen Train arc. That show, that is amazing. That the animation is incredible in that arc. Um, I, I I probably will do a reaction video to that. Unfortunately, I can't show any of it, any scenes or anything of it on the channel because copyright, and they apparently do not like it when you do stuff like that. So there's been a couple of pretty famous cases of other channels showing anime, and it got pretty rocky for them. So, and I understand want to protect copyrights and everything, but they do kind of get a little carried away, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty good right there. So basically, on these two bottom holes right here, your ladders on the ends here will be what goes in those other two holes. So, well, I can hear a train out there. I don't know where they're at, but I keep hearing them. And no, I'm not talking about the one on the video. I'm talking about there's actually one outside here. So, these little pieces here is probably about the most tedious part of installing this kit is getting these end ladders on. So, okay, so that went in pretty easy. Okay, that went in there pretty good. And we get one more in there. So just kind of show you guys what I'm putting in here. These little end ladders right here, and these things can be a pain to get in. Because you got to get them lined up right here. Quit moving around. Come on, you're almost there. Get in that hole. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, that's what we're talking about right there. Okay. I think that looks pretty good right there like that. So we got our window glazings. Yeah, I did, Kyle. I watched the first three episodes. I still got to watch the other three episodes. And for people who don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you. Um, so for people who don't know what I'm talking about, when I was explaining to Kyle, so this is it right here. This is the Demon Slayer Mugen Train arc. And like I said, I know Kyle says he hasn't seen it yet, but yeah, Kyle, it's worth the watch. Trust me. Uh, the animation alone is worth the price of admission. So, I mean, it is amazing. So, anyway, we digress. So we will go ahead and I'll tell you what. I tried a different way with the Missouri Pacific one. Um, yeah, yeah, Kyle. I mean, like I said, the animation alone is worth buying, but the story. I mean, it has everything going for it so far. Uh, well, I'll watch the final three episodes of it. We'll see where it all goes. But yeah, it's something else. So okay, so we are going to go ahead and put our brake wheel on. Okay, so your brake wheel is going to have to face inward towards the cabin of the car here. So, and basically the easiest way to do it is on this end ladder here. You got these little prongs on the end right there. Well, my camera's not wanting to focus because my fingers are in the way, but yeah, you got those little prongs right there. That basically goes in those other two holes. So that's basically how you tell which way the brake wheel goes on this thing. So your brake wheel is going to go right here. Press fit in. You shouldn't really have to glue anything. Everything just pretty much press fits in. So yeah, 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 it's pretty cool. But I heard a lot of good things about it. But man, when I sat down and actually started watching the first episodes of it, I mean, it just absolutely blew me away. It just looks so good. I mean, there's a lot of great animated anime shows, but boy, I'm telling you that this one's just something else. So what we got? And the bad part is, well, not the bad part is, challenging part is you got to get all these holes lined up on the end here. Uh, get that lined up there. Get all these holes lined up. Okay, that went in. That's good. Get all those lined up. Get all. I guess I'm going to kind of try this a little different here than I did with the Missouri Pacific caboose. Because what I did with it, for those that's just joining, um, I put these end layers on after I put the body and everything on. It was kind of a nightmare to get this on. So I'm going to try this before I put the body on and see if that makes it any easier. I'm pretty sure it will. So, okay, so now I'm going to take my little flat screwdriver right here. I'm going to turn it sideways like that, and hopefully, hmm, yeah, it's going to be like that, is it? Okay. Oopsies. Well, that didn't end like I hoped. Okay, come on, get down in there. So, okay, well, like I said, this is probably the most tedious part of building this kit because these end layers a lot of times don't like to play nice. So, Okay, there's that. There's that. Because these little end pieces here, I like to almost never got these to go in. Yeah, the Santa Fe one's really cool, Kyle. Uh, yeah, the Santa Fe one's a really neat one. I probably would have got one, but these were the two I really wanted the worst: the BN one and the Missouri Pacific one. The Missouri Pacific one, mainly because I have the Proto 1000 F3s, so I needed a kind of a caboose to kind of go with them. Even though I have another one, but I figure these here will be a little better. And boy, these things just roll so smoothly. I mean, you really gotta watch it because if you're if your area is nice and flat like this is, and there's not, and it's just tilted one way or the other where it can roll. I mean, these things will just take off and start rolling pretty easy. So you kind of have to mind your P's and Q's with these cars. Hey, Papa John Trains, welcome. So, hey, God, well, that thing does not want to go down in there. I remember I fought with that Missouri Pacific one. Finally got to go. I guess the good thing is these things are pretty flexible. So, all right, I'm gonna see if I can. Okay, let's see what we got here. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, those bicentennial engines are really nice, Kyle. Well, I don't get it. I wouldn't say they went in easy with the MP caboose, but they weren't this hard. Yeah, those were really nice. And River Raisin Railroad, welcome. Yeah, I understand that, Kyle. Totally understand that. Okay, well, I'll mess with that here in a little bit. Let's see if we can get this other side kind of put in. Whoopsies. Oh, I got to put the brake wheel on there. I almost forgot. Let's see. We can put the brake wheel on here. Okay. And we can put this guy on. Okay, well, that one went down in there. Well, I don't get it. That one there went, sort of. Okay, well, you know what? We'll just Let's see. Okay. Now we'll say that's good right there. So, okay, you got these little extra pieces right here. I'm just going to go ahead and bag these other guys up right here. So, because these are your little spare pieces in case you lose any here, and that's kind of cool. Scaletrains adds extra parts to them. So, I like that. There's 2. There's 3. There's one more running around here somewhere, so I just saw it. That's right there, and there's 4. So you have an extra set of 4 should you need them. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put these right over here. Now we should be ready to snap our body back on here. So this right here. Might help if I had instructions. That way I could look, make sure the body's being put on the right way. So let's see what we got. Oh, John says that you need my address. You can send that to me. Yeah. I think I better hang on to these, John. Let's see. Okay, so that's right. That's right. Okay. So the body is going on the right way. That's what I need to know. So, oh yeah, it's nice to have those. Yeah. Scaletrain, Intermountain's kind of starting to do that too. I noticed when I watched James Wright's review on the last run of ET44s, I noticed they've started adding an extra set of handrails with their locomotives now. So that was really nice. I thought that was something I really like seeing. So hopefully more manufacturers will start doing that. Let's see here. I think. Well, okay. You know what I didn't do? I did not push those all the way down. Right there. Just like that. So that's one side down. Now I need to get these guys to go down. Like so. Yep, that did it. That did it. Just push those in there like that. That side's in there. Like I said, I kind of want to do these guys first because these caboose are going to be the hardest of the kit cars that I have. So, oh dear, that's not what I wanted you to do. There you go. That's what we wanted to see. All right. So at least the body part's done now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that is cool, John. I kind of like that too. How they have the separate piece, and these are metal, by the way, because you can touch a screwdriver to them, they will stick. I'm not going to do it with these, but those are metal pieces, so that's really nice. The this part this part right here though is plastic, but these top grabs right here are metal. So that's really nice. And the chimney's also pretty nicely detailed too. So now we will get the cupola part, and we'll go ahead and start painting the glue on for the windows on these guys here. And I'm kind of thinking, I'm sort of debating on how I want to do this. I can get these guys open. Yeah, I hear you. Because stuff like that is going to happen. You're going to have detail parts that break and um, whatnot. And it's just a good idea just to have some spare parts on hand. So, okay, this glaze right here is going to go on the side right here, and then these guys here that have the well, I say that. Hmm. Well, I'm kind of looking here. Okay, so there's 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay, so I think what we're going to wind up with, quite possibly, I want to make sure I'm not dropping anything. So I think, yeah, just okay, that'll work. Uh, I'm thinking, okay, what I want to look at, are these the same size or are these different? Okay, all right, so that is not the same size as that. So, all right, so I think these are going to go right here, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just kind of test fitting these guys just to see how they're going to work here. So, okay, so that right there, well, shoot, they may stay. There's a little bit of flashing right there. It needs to go. Okay, so that one there is going to need to go right here, I think. Let's. That is really strange. Well, if that thing's going to stay, I'm not going to complain about it. So, and this camping glue holds pretty good. I've not had any issues with it. So, dadgum, I've already been an hour and 32 minutes with this thing. Building it. It is 1:30. So, son of a gun. I didn't realize I've been live that long. Yes, it is true what they say. Time flies when you're having fun. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead and now I just lost both of those. But that is okay. Because we can paint those guys just like so. Now, I think what I'm going to do is move that up there like that. Move that up there like that. Oh. And there we go. So that one there is painted on there. Should be good to go. So now we'll do the other side. I keep hearing that train out there, but I don't know where he's at. And that is outside, not on the video over here on the TV. So, oh, okay. Well, the wind is still in there. All right. Well, never mind. So if that one will stay, I'm not going to complain. No. Oh, we do have a train outside. So might as well just go ahead and do a little live rail fan while we're at it. So let's just go over here to the window and see what we got. Oh, it's the local. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I'll just set it down right there and we'll just watch the local go by. Right quick. Can I zoom in? Dang, I wish I could. Yeah, there it goes. You can see it kind of go through there. Yeah, I know, Kyle. That's just me getting distracted. By the way, that's the two motors I took the photo of the other night on my first night here. That's I forgot what the road numbers was. One of them's 1886, uh, and I forgot what the other one is. But oh wait, I could hang on just a second. Settings. Camera. Oh no, that's as far as it'll go. Okay. They got a nice long cut of cars on there. Yeah, do a little rail fanning, John. And there's that white building you see kind of off to your far right there. That's where they unload refrigerator cars. I've been seeing them switch out a lot of those big refrigerator cars and whatnot. So, well, there's the end of that train. Did see another Rock Island hopper car though last night, which was pretty cool. So, okay, well, there went the end of that train. So back to the kit build over here. I thought we'd just do a little rail fanning while we're at it here. So, anywho, so we got our windows kind of glued on. We still got one more we got to do. So, we will break off a part for that. And again, a spare window there. So, okay, we'll go ahead and paint our glue on right here. Tell you what, used to when I was growing up installing these back in the day blue box kits and whatnot, I never had tools like this. And now I wonder how I ever got along without them. All these applicators and just general stuff like that. It's amazing how much these little guys can help when you have proper tools to work with. So, okay. So now we've got that on there, I think. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and paint the side glue for the side windows. All right. So I can get these guys put in. Okay, so that should be all nice and put in right there. And then we're ready to paint the side for the other glass, and that should be about it. We should be done with this guy here pretty much. So all right, so now like the last side, we need to kind of plant them guys in there like so. All right, I'd say it looks pretty good. Hey, Trainman One, welcome. Yeah, welcome to the stream. So, yeah, we're just kind of doing some kit builds, just kind of killing some time. So, I think we are pretty much done with this guy here. So, we're going to go ahead and snap the cupola on, just like that. I think we pretty much got done caboose here, except these end rails here don't really want to play nice here. If they would just, because these things press fit on, and a lot of times they don't really want to cooperate. It's good they're flexible, but it's also bad they're flexible. And it's possible I may have to get my little drills when I get back home and drill these holes out. I don't have my drill set with me. I couldn't. I kind of had to be limited on what I had to take with me. So, and I didn't think these things here would be the pain that I thought they was going to be. So, but I'll get them kind of lined up a little bit. But yeah, other than that, I think we'll call that guy pretty much done. So that's a good looking caboose right there. I like that. Looks good. So yeah. So all right. Ooh. I think I'll just leave the Scaletrains operator couplers on there, and because I don't really foresee this thing being at or near the front of a train. And I think as long as these guys function good, um, I think they'll be all right. Let's kind of couple these two guys. By the way, while I'm at it, let's set this guy to the side. Yeah, thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it. Uh, yeah, appreciate it, Kyle. real quick, I'll show you what I picked up at the train show at West Plains when I stopped there on the way out, coming up here, and picked up some really cool cars. So here's one of them right here. Here's a UP automated railway box car. This is an Athearn car. Really, really cool piece. Love the silver trucks on this guy. And of course, I like this little map here on the side. I've had a Bachmann High Cube that was the same scheme as this. Even had a little map too, but yeah, I'm glad I found this one. This is I'm not sure if this is an old ready to roll car or an Athearn roundhouse. I'm kind of leaning towards this an old ready to roll car because it had Bachmann couplers on it when I picked it up. So I'm kind of thinking this is a really old ready to roll car from the early 2000s. But this is a really cool piece. I really like this one. And then the other car here, I'll show you. This is a pretty neat boxcar hauls lumber. I believe this is a Walters car, an old Walters Gold Line car. Not really sure if it is or not. I can't find any markings on it, but just judging by the setup on this guy, it's either an old Walters Gold Line car or it's an old roundhouse car. Just judging by the set, but judging by the printing and everything, I'd say it's an old Walters Gold Line car. Now the metal wheels, it didn't have those on it when I bought the car. It had kind of the old Athearn blue box style wheels on. I put these on here. I put these on here myself, these metal wheels. It's a little tight. They're a little draggy. I may get some different wheels and put on and see if that kind of changes things up a little bit. But, excuse me, but yeah, it's a really nice car here. Oh, you got one of those, Kyle? That's cool. And it does look like Gold Line. Yeah, okay. All right. Thanks, Kyle. I wasn't 100% sure if this was a Gold Line car or not, but I really like it. They were selling these at the train display down at West Plains. I think I give $10 a piece for these cars, so that's not bad. It's a lot better than buying on eBay where you have to pay shipping and everything, and they're probably what $30 on eBay. So I think I did all right on these two guys right here. But now this is the cool one. You know, this last one here is going to be the cool one. Now it does have a little bit of damage on it. I did have to glue the platform back on. And it's got a air hose broke off of it, but it's such a cool car. Other than that, the rest of it's in amazing shape. It's pretty much a like new car, except for that missing air hose on the rear. But check that sucker out. That is an exact rail Trinity 64-foot truck, trim cool phase 3 reefer decorated for UP. So that's a really cool piece right there. I really like this one. That is a really cool piece right there. I really like that one. Yeah, that is cool, Kyle. That is a really nice one. I like this one quite a lot. And Scaletrains is actually doing their own version, the BNSF ones, with sound in them. That's one I would kind of like to pick up. I don't have any sound equipped cars. A little nervous on the price on them. Of course, Athearn sells theirs for what, 90, almost $100, and Scaletrains is going to do these for like 82. So, um, I don't know. $80 for a freight car is getting way up there, but yeah, I really like this one a lot. This one's going to see some action. Like I said, it's got a little damage on it. The air hose right back here broke off, but that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal at all. So, you look at the other side right there. So, yeah, I like this guy a lot. Free for units, cool. And Newland Railway, welcome. Yeah, we were just kind of hanging out, building kits, and I figured I'd show these guys off right here while I had the chance. So, yeah, pretty cool. So, yeah, yeah, I know the feeling, Kyle. Uh, that's why I don't hardly ever buy high end freight cars very often. When they started getting up there in price, I kind of cooled off buying them a little bit. I still buy the lower tier stuff, the ready to roll, the Scaletrains operator and Athearn Roundhouse and whatnot. But yeah, as far as the higher end stuff, I tend to stay away from that stuff anyway. Uh, the Scaletrains rivet counter stuff, most of their stuff's still pretty, I guess if you want to call it reasonable. Um, a lot of their high end stuff still under $50, with the exception of the new full cars that are coming, whatnot. So, uh, but yeah, yeah, when they start getting over $70, I mean that you're talking about some big time money right there. So, in fact, why don't we, since I got that one Kit Classic caboose out, why don't we just go ahead and get the Missouri Pacific one out? Let you guys have a look at them side by side. Have a little family portrait of them right there. So, kind of turn him sideways a little bit, like so. Yeah, there we go. Nice looking pair, if I do say so myself. I think those will do nicely. And like I said, they do roll pretty easily. Thankfully, they're on this napkin here, so they're not going to roll too bad. But yeah, I put it on the wood. You can see that thing start to take off already. So I guess just for kicks, let's just go ahead and see if the BN one kind of takes off and does the same thing. Yeah, it does a little bit. Not bad though. Yeah. Oh, they roll good. I'll say that for them. Yeah, they look good. I'm quite happy with them. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and put these guys back up, and we will start on the box cars. Get them built. Unfortunately, the box cars are going to be a lot easier to build than the. Okay, Kyle says the only high-end models he would purchase anymore would be the Waller's Capital Limited. Even then, I'm mostly looking at modeltrainmarket.com for old kit. But yeah, yeah. And another thing too, you start building you start buying these high end models with all the details and everything, and you just have to handle them with such kid gloves anymore that because they're so detailed now. If you breathe on them too hard, they break. So uh, that's kind of a rough deal too. So, all right, we'll go ahead and put this guy back in here. Cover him back up a little bit. And I will grab the box cars and we will try to build those suckers. Lay it in there, lay it in there. And there we go. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, the passenger car stuff, Kyle, I've been buying like, when I find them, I'd either buy old ready to roll or if I find blue box models for the right price, I buy them too. So, yeah, exactly, Kyle. Exactly. And two, when I store models like that around my house out in the open, just weird stuff happens to them. That's kind of unexplained. It's like I tell people. I said if they would, it's a shame the cool paint schemes are always on the high end models like the rivet counters and whatnot. I'm kind of glad Athearn kind of does it with their lower tier stuff. It makes it a little more affordable, but to kind of enjoy some fancy schemes. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna grab. I'll just go ahead and do both box cars. Heck with it. So we will put this guy together. I'm gonna grab me a water. I need some. Well, hang on just a second. I gotta shut the camera off and everything. All right, sorry about that, guys. Peyton, that's one of the locals that runs through here in Sioux City. That's the one that does the switching out here at this. I guess it's some kind of a frozen foods place because they have a lot of refrigerator cars and stuff that they switch in and out there. And then I think you'll go drop those cars off and then bring back a cut of cars for the yard. So, uh, oh, is Kyle leaving? All right. Hey, Kyle, thanks for stopping by, man. Uh, have a great rest of your day. And Paula John says it's about $10 is the most I pay for cars unless they're passenger cars. Yeah, I mean if you know where to look, the used market has some really nice stuff. So for not a lot of money. So, yeah, there's a local we caught another local we caught that runs out of the yard here with a pair of SD40s on it too, Peyton. So in fact, if you go to my community page, I took a picture of the power off for that train. I believe they're SD40Ns now. So I'm gonna set that up. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and assemble these guys. Now, did I buy a pair of the regular Katie? I think I did. I should have a pair of regular Katie's for these things. Yep. Okay, cool. So we got 158 couplers for those. Now these here, these box cars that I'm building, uh, these cars here, I'm doing putting KD 158s on there. I thought I saw Lee just pop back in too, but anyway, let's go ahead and kind of get these guys built while we're killing some time here. So I'll go ahead and open these guys up. The best part is I don't have to worry about using the plastic couplers on these. I did for a while on these on some of the first Kit Classics box cars I got, but I don't anymore. I've kind of went the route of putting KDs on the actual freight cars. The caboose I'm not going to worry about unless the couplers just straight up start failing on them. But being that they're going to be riding at the rear of a train, and I'm not going to be using them anywhere else, where it's going to put more pressure on the couplers, and I think they'll be all right with the stock couplers. So these box cars here is going to be a different story, though. All right, there we go. And we got all these out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't want to lose the springs out of there. See if I can get them put back in the little bag here. So I definitely don't want to lose them. All right. So we got two sets of KD 158s right here, which should be perfect. There's one there and one there. And let's go ahead and get started building here. So we've got a couple trains out here now already. Most of them locals. They do run a couple of long freights here. Which is always cool. A lot of those trains have mid-train DPUs on them. So, you know, maybe before the stream wraps up, we'll get lucky and catch one. If not, maybe I'll get lucky on the long hauls and I'll see one of those great big long trains. Because I think a couple of those trains that I'm going to be working with generally runs around 14,000 feet. So they're pretty good sized trains. So these couplers here should fit just like so. Okay. And we'll just, you know what? I ain't got that tilted down enough, did I? There we go. Where you guys can see what I'm working on. I wasn't paying attention. So let's go ahead and slide these guys down in here. And what I like also about these Scaletrains Kit Classics, and I think their hopper cars, the operator hopper cars are the same way too. You can swap these out for KDs with no modifications. So I quite like that a lot about these cars. So, and I need my bigger screwdriver. Okay, and then we'll do the other end right here. $81.58 coupler. Here. Screw. Ah. Well, let me take that thing back out because that is acting like it's got the springs kind of pinched off there. So let me look, make sure that we're not having any troubles here. Okay. It says we're good there. That is too tight though. Okay. I'm gonna say it's good enough. So we'll go ahead and put these guys on the trucks. So, drop those guys on there. We got screws too. There's that guy. It seems to work fairly nicely. Yeah, that's good and tight right there. So we'll do the other side now. Best part is once we do that, all we gotta do is put the body on, and we are done with this car. And then we can work on the British Columbia car next. Figure while I had some time off, I'd just go ahead and build these cars and get them done. There. Good part is though, once you kind of get these cars, these truck in, everything will kind of be threaded. Okay. I'm pretty well guessing. Come on, don't do that. Okay, I'm gonna say that's pretty well put in there like it should be. So what I'm gonna do now, that should be the other caboose. No, that's the, I want to do, let's see. Oh, there it is. All right, so making sure these guys get put on right. I'll take a look at the instructions. Uh, Because I think if I remember right, these cars are pretty much idiot proof. You can't put them together wrong. So, um, well, I think, let's see, this is going to go like that. Should be in good shape right there. Okay. Oh, crud. That was not what I wanted to do. There we go. Once you kind of finagle the body in there, they fit pretty nice and snug. And I gotta say, pretty doggone looking good piece right there. So yeah, really nice. Really like that. Looks good. Very good looking piece. And we can just slide that guy back in there like that. Well, I'll tell you what, let's kind of pick up these couplers and stuff off this off this car, and put it in there. That way, if in a pinch, I can still use these in a pinch if I need to. So, in case something awful happens, we have a broken coupler or we lose one somewhere, we need just a quick fix to keep the trains running. We'll just go ahead and slide them back in our little Ziploc bag that come with the car. And just like that, we can throw that in there. We'll take this guy, put it in our box here. And I believe that right there will be one car done. We got our last car to do yet, so let's just go ahead and get it all squared away. I think I just forgot to put the slip. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, I didn't put the slip cover on that car. So we better fix that. Okay, one more car. So this next one, this final car is going to be a British Columbia Railway car, BC Rail car. So kind of like that a lot. I like the kind of like the little logo right here. It looks cool. So we'll just go ahead and slide this guy open. And we'll do like we did the last car here. So there's the trucks and the couplers right there. And there's the frame. So whoopsies. Okay. Leave us see what we got here. Okay. Now I'm gonna try and match that guy up right here. So according to that, just looking at the package here, yep, I believe that's right. Okay. Make sure everything's all lined up good. Here. And according to that, it says it is, so we're all good there. Okay. Nice. So we'll go ahead and do the do and get him all put in there. So, and I think after that, I think we'll wrap this, we'll call this stream good and wrap it up because we've been at it for, gosh, 2.5 hours already. I didn't think I'd be going this long, but um, yeah, just kind of having fun hanging out. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Somebody just went to the floor. So I know it's kind of early for me doing a stream, but I figured I didn't want to step on anybody's toes, especially Cab Crew Wednesday being on tonight. So, and I'll put a link to, I think Plumber's the one doing that, doing the show tonight. So I'll put a link to his channel. I think, why don't I go ahead and do that before we assemble this car? Well, you know what? Let's assemble the car and then I'll put the link in. So, make sure everything is in good shape. We will go ahead and put this guy together right here. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this because I think I can get a better bite. I can't have that Phillips. We want to say that. You know what? I guess it's going to be the Phillips. Okay, that'll work. All right, one more coupler left to go. We will make sure everything's good with that guy. And we'll just go ahead and screw that guy down in there like so. Mmm. Well, daggum. I don't know why that thing is now suddenly binding up like it don't want to do nothing. Let's just take this thing back all the way off here. Let's find out what's going on here. Okay. Well, that is really bizarre. Oh, well, I guess it started working again. Okay. Oh, that's very strange. That's highly odd there. I don't know why it's not wanting to cooperate all of a sudden. So I don't want to have a look see here and see why this thing is wanting to act up here. I don't see any. Okay, so that. Hey, we got another train coming. Sounds like. Sounds like it's getting busy. Let's see if we can get the trucks put on right quick. I don't think they're going to make it though. No, you know what? We're not going to make it. So let's go ahead and see what we got coming towards us now. So I heard the train. I just don't know which direction it's going to be coming from. It's either going to be coming from this side or this side. It's a little difficult to tell. Oh, we got gates going down. So Wow. Looks like we have a fresh rebuilding next train. So it looks like we got an AC44 CWM leading and two SD70 aces as the trailing units. So that's pretty cool. There's a couple of mid-train helpers. There's got to be a way to zoom that camera in. Yeah, we're doing a little live rail fanning while we're building kits here. We're gonna put our last car together here in just a second. Ooh, there's a few extra Chicago Northwestern hoppers in that train. Oh, that's cool, Papa John. Yeah, we're doing a little live rail fanning while we're at it. I was just commenting just a second ago. That train, it may be a little difficult for you guys to see, but there's three ex-CN Chicago Northwestern hoppers right there. So that's really cool. There's even some of those bathtub gondolas that Atherin's done in HO scale. Some of those cars are in that train. Full of old railroad ties from the looks of it. Here comes the last car. Looks like the last car is also an ex-Chicago Northwestern car. Maybe, I don't know, I can't tell. Yep, it is. Well, there it goes. Little bonus rail fan action right there. All right. As the train goes off into the distance there, we'll go back and finish our little kit build right here before we close the stream out. Tilt that down. We'll get back to work here. All right, so we got our trucks poured out there. We'll go ahead and start putting these guys on right quick. Line them up with a little prong there on the truck, and now we can put the screw in right here. bad part is it's going to be a while before Cheyenne gets out of school. So unfortunately, we won't get to see her pop in the chat and tell everybody I'm dying or something like that. So I have no idea where they got that from. As they say, kids these days. That looks pretty good. Right there. And I believe we're ready to set the body on this thing. Let's get these couplers put up first. Get that out of the way. Even though I'm not really fond of plastic couplers, they're still nice to kind of keep around just as a nice little backup in case you have to have some when you're at the club layout or something and a coupler fails or something like that. It's good to have some. It's good to have a plan B. So get that. Get that. All right. So put these up like so. Into my box of miscellaneous parts. And now we're ready to flip this guy over and stick the body on it. Make sure everything's lined up like it should, and it is. Wait. Oh, that goes the other way. Okay. All right, so I just gotta get the tabs and everything lined up. Okay. All right. Got locked in. I believe they are. Well, and that there is our last car built, complete with KD couplers. So yeah, that looks really, really good. Really like that. Very nice. So we'll put this guy up here like so. I'm just gonna put everything up, kind of clean my mess up a little bit. Um, all right, so we will slide that guy right down in there like that. Put our instruction, well, I should put that in there first. Instructions that we can handle that. So there's that. Slide our box car and all the good stuff right here in here. Like so, like so, and like so. And then put the cover on there Make sure it's on right. And I can get this thing going. There we go. Put that on there. And there we go. We have all of our cars built now. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, very, very nice. If I do say so myself. So I am quite pleased with that. So yeah. So I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna change my camera back to me. Not what I wanted. Back out of that camera. So yeah, there we go, guys. We got all the kits built and everything. And I think that'll probably be a good place to call the stream right there. So really appreciate everybody stopping by and hanging out as we built kits. I'm just looking to make sure I ain't forgetting anything. There's my drill bit right there. So I'm going to put that back up. All that up. There we go. Put our screwdrivers up. So yeah, really appreciate everybody stopping by and checking out the stream. Built some pretty cool kits. Like I said, I'm just kind of putting everything up here. Oh, I did forget one thing too. Also got another container for my well cars, so that's always a plus. Um, just looking here to make sure I ain't forgetting anything. Right now, we have good there, good there, everything is good there. All right. So yeah. So with that being said, as long as everything doesn't take on and start falling. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Like I said, we built some pretty cool kits. Saw some nice train action outside. So yeah, I think this is going to be a good place to call the stream. So like I said, I appreciate everybody dropping by and saying hello and chatting for a little bit. And one last thing I am going to do though, I'm going to put the link up to Plumber's stream because he is doing Cab Crew Wednesday tonight. So bear with me just a second. I'm going to put the link in right here if I can. So Plumber. Okay, so Okay, so I'm going to try and get the plumber's channel. Okay, here we go. So, stream here tonight for Cab Crew Wednesday. Post a comment. Post a comment. Okay. Link to Cab Crew whoops. Uh, uh, plumber 33. I'm just making sure that I'm doing this here. Cab Crew. I'm just looking to make sure everything is good here. Getting everything typed in here. Okay, so there will be the link to Cab Crew Wednesday. Should be popping up any minute now. Come on. Okay, so there's a link to Plumber's channel who's doing Cab Crew Wednesday. Right there for anybody who wants to check it out tonight. I believe it goes live at 7 o'clock tonight. So yeah. Anyway, like I said, right there is a link to Plumber's channel. So yeah, be sure to check him out. Should be a good show, and I think we'll call this stream a wrap right here. So really appreciate everybody dropping in, saying hello, and chatting. And like I said, we built some really nice, cool kits, and Should make for some good cars to join our long trains at the club layout. So yeah. Uh, so yeah, I think that's going to be it, guys. So I really appreciate everybody stopping by, and we will catch you in a future stream, video, or wherever it may be. So take care, everybody. Bye for now.